Hello everybody, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching us right around the globe. It's the one you've all been waiting for. It is round one of season 2 of SRL Project Cars 2. The league made popular by an enthralling first season. And I tell you what, it might be all about the Soccer World Cup or the Football World Cup, whatever you want to call it. But here tonight is where it's happening. Don't forget to get your comments in, and we want to see plenty of views on the live stream tonight. We're back at Long Beach. We seem to love this place, Jace. We're back again as I welcome you, my co-commentator, again for round one of season 2.
Yes, back. We been waiting for this for a while, so it's good to be back. Let's hopefully have a good race. We just had Nige guns drop out, so we'll just wait for him to jump back in, and then we'll get started.
Yes, we'll just wait for these boys. Looking like a full lobby tonight for everyone watching at home, Jace. That's very exciting as well.
Oh yes, a full lobby. I don't think we've actually had a full lobby in season 1. We always had people coming in and out, so good to get everyone on board for round 1, and just wait for Nige to jump back in, which will suck because he's a big championship contender. So if he's having connection problems already, well, you know, that's not good. So
more the merrier, we say, Jace.
That's it.
That's it. Don't forget to get your comments in on the live stream there. Nemo, some of his best work already on there, I should say. Getting the hashtags going. Cart Dude Nation, Dean the man, watch out for Nemo. Hopefully he ends up not on his roof tonight like he did round 1 last year. Hey guys, Cart Dude, great to have you on board as well. We might take a quick look at the format for tonight as I turn my monitor down there so we don't get any background noise. 10-minute qualifying session kicking off very shortly, followed by a 15-lap race, a 5-minute break, another 10-minute qualifying session before another 15-lap race. And Jason, how are these drivers tonight going to stay focused across the 2 separate races?
Yeah, it's a bit different. It'll be good to see how the drivers are taking. We're going to have the first race is going to be in the afternoon, and the race 2 is going to be in the twilight conditions. I know you love your twilight conditions, so let's go.
Yes, of course, Jason. They're referring to the fact that I tried to take on a 24-hour race here at Long Beach last week following the practice live stream, but no, that didn't work out, did it? Anyway,
did you win?
I should have. I should have. I had plenty of time to learn the track, that's for sure. But taking a look at this season, Jace, we've got a longer season this year. We've got the Super Sprint rounds, of course, one of those being tonight. It's very exciting. We're back. Like I said, we must be doing something right. We're back by popular demand, and we have a longer season as well, Jace.
Yes, Nige just joined them, so we'll let him actually get in. Yes, longer season. The 8 rounds was a success, so I thought we'll push it out to 10, and yeah, so we'll get started now. Just make sure Nige is actually in, and he's loaded in. Alright, well, let's get started.
Nemo, just on the live stream there as we get ready to go racing. Look at that. 3, 2, 1. With thanks to Shannon's, it's time for the Long Beach Street Circuit Grand Prix. Yes, I wonder what Greg Rust is up to now. Don't we love Rusty? Nemo there on the stream says, we want face cam. We want face cam. Trust me, you do not want face cam.
We did last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did after a couple of froffies. But anyway.
Actually, sorry, that was 2 weeks ago, yes.
2 weeks ago. I'm still recovering here tonight. But no, who knows? Maybe, maybe race 2. We might get the face cam out, but that would require me to unhook a number of cords, and my cord management is absolutely terrible as we get ready to go racing here at Long Beach. Like we said, 4 p.m. Local time start, circuit length of 3.86 miles. I'm guessing that in the American,
miles, yeah.
The old American things. 3 sectors,
actually.
11 turns. It is a street circuit, so it could be shorter. And straight on to Hecker Kosh there to begin the season, and well, he'll be looking to go. I was about to say one better, but he might be looking to go a few places better than last season as we see the cars come out on track. Like we said, V8 supercars this season, Jason. If you want to take us through, Jay, some of the rules, the points, etc. for those new to this championship and indeed new to the live stream tonight.
So we use the F1 points system, so 25 for first, 18 for second, and so on. We're actually using the online championship mode as someone just disconnected. I'm not sure who that was, but we're using the online championship mode in game. So for the boys who after the race can check the points out live, and then after the race for you guys watching, you'll see the points for each team and driver that Trev will be able to go through. So it'd be good to, as Carter just jumped back in the pits, which is always good for when we're trying to watch. But yeah, so 10-minute quali. So short, sharp quali session, short race, and then go back into it. So yeah, pretty much the standard rules. The boys know to try and keep it as clean as you can. The V8 is a bit of a beast to drive, so you might see a couple of swings, but it looks like a very competitive field that have all line up in the pit lane now and on the track.
No doubt about that. These V8s can be very, very tough to handle, as we see Formula One Rocks just getting out of the way there as he looks to get ready to go out on a qualifying lap. Nige Guns is disconnected again, Jace, as we take a look at the track map, and somebody's around there. Vicky? Yeah,
Nige is probably, well, if he wasn't disconnecting, I would have him as the as one of the favourites for tonight, but the thing with commentating, you can pick and choose, and Nige is having some problems, so see you later, mate. You're not my favourite anymore, and we'll go to someone else.
Well, it's a shame. Hopefully Nige Guns can get his internet provider and internet connection settings sorted out. But boy, did he come onto the scene in Season 1. Came onto the scene with a P4 in Germany. And, well, he won, didn't he, in Japan, the first of the two Japanese rounds back in round 5. And then two second places before Kartu did decide to put up the final places from Bathurst. I think he finished high up there as well, I think. Yes,
yeah, I can't remember.
As well. It's a long time ago. 3 months we've had to make you wait. And I'm sorry, Jacko, we've had to let you wait three long months for this Season 2. Yes, round 1 street circuit must be the Clipsal. Oh wait, Jacko, just yeah, that would be very nice indeed. But no, it's been a long 3 months. Sorry to do that to you, but now we are back on the air. Like we said, first of 10 rounds as we crisscross the globe. To quote David Croft there, Willow Springs next week. Some other track I've never heard of, and plenty others as well. Laguna Seca, Bathurst, the Nürburgring, and Fubs.
First guy to complete a lap in the new championship, and he just gets beaten by a big margin by Righty. So we should expect times in the low 15s. Depends how hot the track is. As he goes deep there, Righty, and puts them all on stream. So
he goes
the two Mad Dog Racing boys, P1 and 2 at the moment.
And how good is this championship mode too, Jace, on this game? We can see the name of the team there on your screen. Who we're watching is, that was a very jazzy looking camera angle as we come through this turn 2, South Chestnut Place. Great circuit, there's plenty of history. I'd like to thank you, Jason, for giving us a link to the circuit history. Formula 1, Indy cars, V8 supercars, you name it, it's all been here. And a track you know awfully well, Jace.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be a driver rather than commentator for the first round last season, and I finished third. Well, Rhino has a big slide through there. Finished third overall after my teammate Tui, if you're watching, shout out to you, mate. Put me in the wall after qualifying on pole, and then yeah, so it's a good track, good fun, lots of stop-start stuff, and then the last sector is a bit flowing as someone has a big spin in the background there. I think that might have been Hecker. Yep, it was Hecker. So shout out to him for joining back again.
Shout out to our man Hecker, because he had an okay season last year. Finished 12th in the standings with 12 points. His best finish 8th on 2 occasions. As I get the dreaded internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay message of death. And let's just have a look at these times, Jace. Formula 1 rocks, those at the pointy end of the grid, the championship contenders, as we see Formula 1 times in the 15s. We've seen the 16s there as well. But what are you thinking that will be a time that's going to be capable of getting pole position, Jace? Are we looking at mid-15s?
I reckon low 15s. I know a couple of guys have been doing 15.3s and 15.4s, so we might even see a 14. If we see a 14, that's definitely not going to get beaten. So CF14, we can put money on the that guy to get the win, because under a 15 is going to be a very, very good time. So I'm just trying to get Nige going again, so I'll let you take over just for a sec. And yes, might go with someone on track first.
Yep.
Nice bit of action there for his Waffles.
As Waffles and Bits, geez, he's not far off the pace, is he? Looks to be in P2. And with a 1:16.143, 2/10 behind Formula One Rocks. And that habit continues every time. They must get camera shy, a few of these boys. As soon as they're on the live stream, they duck back into the pits. But anyway, here's Car Dude now, coming onto the back part of the circuit, down the beautiful East Seaside Way, where we usually see Nemo either backwards or upside down. But anyway, enough about that, as Car Dude's got to deal with plenty of traffic on this lap, Jason, and that can be very distracting on a hot lap.
As Latex between the wall back there. Yeah, it's short lap, so there's always going to be a lot of traffic, especially with 16 guys, or 15 guys in at the moment, as Latex is sitting in a pretty awkward position there.
Well, every time you see something to do with Latex in a very awkward position, I start to get worried, because this is a family-friendly live stream. As it looked as though Fubbles had an invisible steering wheel there too on the live stream. Anyway, that's just my eagle eyes. As we look at Nemo coming across the line, best lap, what's he done? A 1:17.3. Not bad, but it's not going to be good enough.
We'll be looking to get in the 15s for sure. He's one of the drivers I know that can do it. Car Dude being the other. Obviously Formula One Rocks and V8 Man. Rhino, who's the one of the new guys, who's going to be pretty quick. He in the time trial time, he's done a 14.6. So if you can get anywhere near that, time trial is a little bit different, but if you get anywhere near that, definitely will be he'll definitely up there. As HSV, holy moly, does a 15.9. He's only just been a late sub in for Tooley, and he's only done about 10-15 laps of practice, so he's done a 15.9. So P2 at the moment, as long as he gets blocked by one of these guys here.
Very nice indeed from our man Dean McKinnon. We saw him down at the Grand Prix, and he's just playing his cards close to his chest, isn't he? Coming into look out!
Oh, hang on, Car Dude just goes bang, 15.5, and maybe his team radio actually.
I'll tell you what, you and I are working beautifully, Jace, to open season 2. It's a bit like Ted Kravitz and Crofty, isn't it? Yeah, Crofty. Team radio. I'm sorry, Crofty, I don't have a monitor here in the garage or in the pit lane, unfortunately. But I tell you what, this is very close action. Enough of my dodgy impersonations. A bit of blocking there, Jace.
He's on a flying lap, so it's compact. He's on a flying lap as well. It's just the speed difference between Car Dude and compact is a little bit too much, as Nige drops out again, unfortunately. So hopefully, Nige, if you're watching, fix out your internet and you should be there for all good for race 2.
So compact getting out of the way there.
I might get the order up so everyone can see full screen.
And there we have it, Jace. So your order currently here as we wind down in this first qualifying session. Car Dude with a 1:15.5. We did say mid 1:15s would be looking at pole position times. Formula One Rocks 3/10 behind him. HSV, where has he come from with a 1:15.918? Rhino, the new man, in fourth on the second row of the grid currently. Waffles and Bits, righty. Nemo, hashtag Nemo. Bubbles, our man on the controller, in P8. V8 Man 51, he won't be happy with that, Jace, in P9. Sorry, I heard my own voice back to me there. Hekakosh, currently, what's happened to him? Yeah, still premiership hangover maybe. Hekakosh in 10th. Latex getting into all sorts of awkward positions so far in this qualifying session. Mickey in 12th. Womp in 13th. These boys just want to mention, I reckon, down here. Andy and Compact.
Yeah, Andy and Compact haven't actually completed the lap yet, so that's the thing with the short, sharp session, as it's just about to go close, and that session done. So these boys are going to, hopefully this is their last lap now. But yeah, the short, sharp quality session, it can throw off a bit of an odd order, as you see. V8 Man down in 9th at the moment. Womp jumps up to P11.
I tell you what, that is very unlike V8 Man, it has to be said. And wow, 8 viewers on the stream now. Keep getting your comments in, and we will. What are we going to say? What was I trying to say? Oh my goodness, Compact there just distracted me. But anyway, we will. Yeah, like I said, get your comments in.
Car Dude can go faster.
Car Dude Just getting very close to that wall there. Can he improve? He's already on pole position. Is he going to go one better than a 15.5? No. Nothing came up on this screen now. Formula One rocks. What can he do? Counting down the last seconds of qualifying here. Round the last corner, out of turn 11, coming across the line. He's 3/10 off pole position. Can he knock Cart Dude off the top spot?
Righty goes P2.
As Righty goes
and
P2.
Jono goes bang.
Jono sets the fastest lap at 1:15.473. Rhino P3. So these times are tumbling. And what a qualifying session, this new format. Very Bernie Eccleston of you, Jace. It is working a treat. As we take a look at the final qualifying results then. Formula One rocks, pinching pole position by 6 somethings of a second there as we ride on board with Rhino and truly over. And people not happy there. Brody, someone said Brody got blocked. But anyway, enough about that. Final results on your screen. Formula One rocks there. Pinching pole position. Cart Dude in second. Rhino, the new boy, in P3. Completing the second row of the grid is Righty. HSV up in P5, showing good pace. Waffles and Bits, Nemo, Fubbles in 8th. V8 Man, what's he doing down there in 9th? And I think that might have been Heck Kosh in 10th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there you go. Get the order back up there, then.
In P10, and the rest of the results on your screen. Latex P11, Womp, the cameraman in P12, Mickey in 13th, disappointing for him, 14th for Andy, and Compact 15th as we get ready to go racing. Race 1, Season 2, Jason Wilkinson.
Yes, we've got a little 2-minute countdown at the moment. So Nige doesn't look like he got back in, so he's probably just going to watch the stream for now. Nige, as I said, restart your internet and you should be good for race 2, hopefully. We might do a little bit of the predictions. I reckon. Who do you reckon is going to be the guy on top coming into the 15-lap race?
Well, I tell you what, I'm not a betting man, but I tell you what, you'd be a brave man to go against the team from Shake and Bake Racing, as in Jono, I mean. Who knows what V8 Man can do, our man Dane. But they are going to be the dominant team this season. Rhino as well. He's a bit of a dark horse there, Jason, in P3. As you can see there, the number 16 car on your screen. Righty, we don't mind Righty, do we?
Righty's a good bloke.
Yeah, we like Righty. We like the good blokes. And speaking of good blokes, as we continue the grid, row 3, HSV DT 15, a man I've been racing with for years and years, followed by Waffles. And tell you what, it's a bit of a 2x2 grid at the start there. But Sodi Motorsport, Dean McKinnon, he'll be looking for a good result tonight. Only competed in a couple of races last season from memory.
Yes.
On the Couch Racing, the famous team name, where Waffles...
I have to change that, whoops. I have to change it back to Casting Couch. But anyway, we're here for race time, so here we go.
Here we go.
We boys.
Getting ready to go racing.
Oh, someone's jumped.
Someone is jumping around there, but the sounds of V8 engines. We are go. Round 1 of Season 2 as they're off and racing. Formula One rocks, gets a good start there. Cart Dude looking...
Pretty average start.
Looking to cover off the Sodi Motorsport boys as we come down into Turn 1 in Aquarium Way. They're 3 wide coming into Turn 1. It's Formula One rocks. Righty in second, and there's somebody around at the back, Jace.
Looks like a Sandy, maybe? No sections there. There's a few guys around actually.
All sorts of confusion at the back as Fubbles side by side there. Nemo and Fubbles. That's not going to end well. You're right, Jace. And geez,
no, who's that? Righty's around.
Righty is around as well. The man in P2. I apologise. I've forgot to change the chase camera settings as well. Sorry about that for everyone watching at home.
I might get out of the chase cam. V8 Man up to P4 already.
V8 Man.
And HSV, P2.
P2, look at this. So Formula One rocks, lap 1.
Where's the leader? Look how far down. He's already 4 seconds ahead. So.
Streaking away already, just coming around to complete lap 1. Not that we have DRS, but he's well and truly out of the DRS zone. 3.6 seconds, but
here we go.
Action aplenty here on the first lap, Jace.
Oh, V8 Man on the inside there. Rhino's going to have a little go. Oh, it's going to be a drag race between Rhino and Carter. He might jump onto the roof cam, see what's going on here. Might get on Hecker up to P6, which is pretty good for him. Compact P7. Might go back to here. Carter pulls off to the side and lets Rhino take the inside. Is Rhino going to have a dive? Oh, gee, I tell you what. Getting a bit close though.
Very close indeed. Cart Dude, P5. Is that a bit of contact with Rhino? I don't know.
Nothing like a little bit of rubbing in the V8 supercar.
I don't know whether I'd want to rub up a Rhino, but anyway, enough about that. Along east, the Seaside Drive or whatever it's called. Look at that! Oh, someone's off there. Down at the back, I think it's one of the... Who's that?
That's Compact seems to turn around. I don't know what happened there.
Compact for Team Aussie Racing. Nemo doing what he does best as Fumbles. Here we go, bonnet cam, latex.
Nemo and Fumbles have a bit of a rivalry together.
So much action going on down the field. It's incredible. Oh, they're side by side and they've touched. And we're giving Latex his airtime as well. So this is keeping everybody happy. As we come along now, the latter part through turn 8 East Seaside Way, coming down to turn 9, 10 and 11 to complete the lap. Is he going to go for it? No, he's not. And there's plenty of action, I tell you what. Latex, HSV there, a couple of, well, he's not too worried about that, is he, Jono? Formula One Rocks out in P1 as coming across the line. So lap 3 out of 15. Where is this race going? V8 man up to P3 after starting right down the grid, Jace. He just managed to avoid the trouble.
Yeah, I'd like to see he's on board at the start there. A few guys that turned around. I wonder what happened to Righty though. That's the big question there. Whether it's up his contact with his teammate, because he was up, they were side by side going into the little fountain section there. So looks like they're sorting themselves out now. Hecker still up from P6. Waffles who dropped back. There's a bit of a gap now. I might get the speedos up so you can see the speedo in that. So yeah, we might do a quick little rundown of the order. So F1 Rocks must have made a mistake. He's dropped to 2.3 seconds ahead now. So still a comfortable margin, but HSV almost goes in the wall there. Well, V8 man, Rhino, here we go. So you can see the pace advantage these top 5 guys I have at the moment. And you drop down to Hecker, no disrespect to him, he's just a little bit off the pace from out of those front 5. But in P6, which is a good job for him, Waffles should be pretty quick, he should catch back up. So I expect Waffles to get Hecker in the next few laps. Right, here we go, here's a big gaggle of cars here.
And they all look to be just sort of bottlenecked almost, don't they? You're right on board with Righty. Very interesting question. What did happen to Righty down in P9 after making a very good start? That didn't last too long. As I tell you what, I reckon he's in danger here. As coming into turn 1. Oh, there's contact. Round and round they go. Where they'll stop, nobody knows. And have a look at this. Coming into turns 2. And there's someone around again, I tell you what. They're in the wars at the moment. Andy. Latex once again getting stuck in an awkward position with his invisible steering wheel. I tell you what, Nemo, like a bully in the schoolyard, he's just got involved in some trouble and said, I'm on my bike and off I go. P13 and 14. There's
jump back up to the front guys. Up to the... This is getting tasty. Then gives the HSV a little rub.
Up to the sharp end of the grid, Jace, the business end where it's all happening, and a little bit of a queue now behind HSV. 2.8 seconds is the gap to Jono in first place.
Yeah, we're gonna have some stewards inquiries. I can see as Rhino up inside, can't get it done. He has to take that curve. That's going to give Carter a good run.
And of course,
right on board through here.
The danger of trying that move into turn 1, Jace, to quote Martin Brundle, you just go into a disappearing wedge that's not going to exist. Down the inside, can't do.
This is good. He's on the outside here. Rhino has the inside. Rhino with the lights on there. Got the inside. He's breaking it later. Carter might try the crisscross.
What a battle. Can't do. And Rhino swapping places. Again. Sodi Motorsport, can't do there.
Yeah, Carter got a good exit here. He might ride on board here now.
Let's ride on board with these two as Cardude out dragging. Look at that fit. Oh no, he's around.
I think he pinched the rear. You went a little bit too deep, and
he's pinched something because Hecker Kosh, who's also interested there in P6. Anyway, back up to the front, 2.7 as we see Formula One Rocks cross the line. Lap 6 now out of 15. Almost at half race distance. Where has the time gone, Jace? These super sprint rounds really working beautifully. As we take a look at V8 man there, just minding his own business down there in P3.
Gap is lost.
And Car Dude there, well, he went for it. We said there might be some stewards' inquiries. There might be some hefty repair bills as well at the end of this race.
Yeah, luckily we're running damage off, but repair bills is the luckily. We're just on board with Waffles here. You can see how much he's closed in on Hecker. Let's see if we can get a nice little cheeky move done. There should be a bit of a speed difference. Like all the boys you can see on the track map on the top right there. Everyone's sort of spread out at the moment, which is not too bad. We've got Womp, who's might give Womp a little bit of airtime, you reckon?
I reckon our cameraman.
Cheap P15 at the moment.
He needs some airtime.
He's going off slow. He's trying to see where the good photo opportunities are going to be. So here's one of the good ones here.
He's just on a Sunday drive around Long Beach, but don't we love him, and some stunning photos as well. And that gap has closed up. HSV, I reckon he's just foxing us at the moment. And we say that, the gap's back to 2.7. But anyway, here's HSV across the line, then into lap 7.
I'll tell you what, you can look up the top left there, and you can see the lap time for the last lap. Formline Rocks with a 17.459, HSV a 17.426, V8 Man 17.419. So they're all in the 17.4s, which shows how competitive these guys are at the front here.
And Rhino as well. Rhino and Carter, look at that, into 16.
16.5, yeah. So you can see. Oh, HSV,
he's off. He's off.
Oh no!
And I'll tell you what, V8 Man is
the speed advantage here for Rhino.
V8 Man's taken full advantage of that, and so has Rhino. And I reckon I'd hate to have the team radio for Dean. We might have the team radio for Dean after that collision. Oh, what's going on, Wayne? Fuck you, Project Cars. Kid buyers, get your chase cam sorted. Fucking bullshit. We had to cut that off there. Keep it together, Jason, as HSV now is in P4. He went from P2 to P3 to P4 in a matter of corners. He will not be happy in that V8 supercar tonight. And I tell you what, after all of that, it's shake and bake. Doing very nicely there. In P1 and 2 was Womp there. Our cameraman, which we were riding with not too long ago, is now
get out of the way.
Blue flag. Honestly, what are we doing here? As V8 Man, so Formula 1 Rocks leading from V8 Man, his teammate in second, starting this season. Oh, how it finished, and he's had a moment there, and that's got HSV interested again.
Man, yep.
And Rhino.
God, this has changed. This podium has changed. The only thing that's not changing is this man here, Formula 1 Rocks. He's just extended out to 5 seconds again, so this is a hot little battle here.
I'll tell you what,
Cartridge sort of dropped off.
It's almost like a Formula 1 race. No competition for the lead, and everyone fighting for the minor places. But anyway, it is hot.
Get out the way. I think Bob's taking the escape road. Yeah, he's taking the escape road. Might just show that he can get out the way. Where is he?
He's out of the way.
You might have actually made a mistake.
The people at home need to see second, third, fourth, all together. Rhino, the new boy, coming through to complete lap 8, half distance. More than half distance in this race. Rhino there, some contact. V8 Man and HSV side by side. V8 Man has the inside line coming into the final corner onto the back straight. Coming across the line, is HSV going to have a go at him? It's all action with Cartoon not too far behind in fifth, James.
Yeah, so I'm just having a look at the gaps of the guys behind. There's still a hefty battle going on for P10, which is the last points paying position. Actually, P8, 31 second, yeah, so... HSV makes a little mistake there. So you can see at the top, there's a lot of battles going on. This is what we like. We like a lot of drivers, a lot of battles going on, and man again just clips that wall.
It's caused nothing but havoc, hasn't it, that tyre barrier. If they just took out a couple of rows of tyres, there might be a few less damage bills. But anyway, no damage on. That's right, kit buyers. What are you talking about? As V8 Man down to P3. We've seen mistakes. We've seen accidents. Jace, these V8 supercars are turning out.
Whee, there we go. We just caught that at the right time. Hecker makes a little mistake.
And he levitates back onto the racing line. Jace, what is it about these V8 supercars? They're hard to drive. They're difficult to control. Is it just the power when you put your foot down?
Yes, compared to the GT3 cars, for example, these weigh a lot more horsepower and a lot less downforce. So It's the old school driving, got to throw the car into the corner, and easy on the power, as you see Waffles get a beautiful exit there. We might just have a quick look, Mickey down up to P10 actually, which is pretty good by him. And Nemo, not good. The Team Kiwi Racing boys in P14 and 15 at the moment. Well, there's still a nice little battle going here with all these guys here, which is good to see. Battles right through for the top 14 guys. Womp, no offence to you, mate, but hopefully you're going to pick up the speed for race 2.
And that is what we love, Jace, isn't it? For everyone watching at home, we need battles right through the field. It's going to get interesting there as we look at Righty, then Mad Dog Racing. As he's gone right down the field, hasn't he? P9 at the moment, currently getting 2 points.
That spin at the start, so he's coming back through the field. I think he would have dropped down the last, so
that spin has cost him dearly as Mickey in P10 there. That's what we like to see though, P10, 11, 12, 13. Competition for points, we like to see it. That's the beauty of having a full field as Righty now. Gets a good run out of that corner and he's going to give Fubbles a run for his money here, I reckon. Jace down the inside, he's got him.
Move. Nice move. Fubbles going to try the crisscross. You get a bit better traction if you hold that narrow line. Oh, I thought he was going to have a sneak and Righty again makes a little mistake. Now
that tyre barrier
is back on.
So he closed the door on Fubbles, but can Fubbles get him here side by side up to the battle for position 8 is very, very hot, and it looks pretty hot as well. I tell you what, look at that, the gaps are pretty close right the way through the field as Righty now. It's intense, isn't it, Jace? Right down to the lower points paying positions as lap 10 out of 15 here, just refreshing your memories. Formula One Rocks leads 4.5 seconds now ahead of Rhino in P2. His man, oh look at that, there was somebody off there. Was it Nemo? Nemo in the green and white Team Kiwi Racing entry, or it was Womp, I tell a lie. The other Kiwi.
What's HSV's been overtaken by his teammate Cartoon. Cartoon's back in the podium contention again.
So Cartoon,
the back of V8 man.
On the back of V8 man, they're getting past HSV. Those two go way, way back, I can tell you. In league racing, they've had plenty of ding-dong battles. As we come across the line now, lap 11 out of 15. Like we said, it's Formula One Rock sitting pretty up ahead. And P2 for Rhino, V8 man and Cardu chasing him down. That gap is closing, Jace, for the final podium position.
Yeah, so Cardu's still got a bit of pace. He's in the 16, so we'll have to ask what happened at the start there. It looks like he's got a bad start and just dropped down from there. And as he hits that curve, you don't want to take too much of that curve because well, airtime in the V8 is usually good on TV and in real life, but on this it's not good. The car can do whatever, it can be unpredictable.
We've got our cameraman too, Jace. Womp looks to be in the pit lane down there in P14, but I think we might stick with this battle. As Can't Do P4, HSV P5, V8 man there. Look at, I reckon he's going to have a go here. He looks like a cat on a hot tin roof at the moment, coming down towards the end of the lap there, down the back straight at East Seaside Way. He's not going to get the job done there, Jace, but he looks as if he's going to set V8 man up for a move after this final corner.
Yeah, the thing about these two is they're very, very good mates. So the respect is pretty high with these two. Cartu, again, is probably one of the real quick guys, but he missed a couple of races last season, so he was out of the championship hunt. So he's been talking himself up for the last couple of months as we've been getting geared up, ready for this, and it'd be a bit of a friendly banter who can get P3 out of these two, so it'd be good to see. The gap, I'm just keeping an eye on that gap. Rhino looks like he's catching up a lot. It's only just over, around 3 seconds between F1 Rocks and he's going to have to hold up, that's why.
Well,
why the gap is changing, but Rhino in the 16s. F1 Rocks in the mid 17, so a bit of a speed gap, but I reckon F1 Rocks is just controlling at the moment.
And I've got to say,
push too hard.
For everyone watching at home, Jace, any questions? Get your questions in. Listen to the man, listen to Jason, get your questions in on the live stream. A big thanks to everyone joining in. Lap 13 out of 15, a race dominated by Formula One Rocks, but boy, have we seen some action here in the opening race of Season 2. HSV's dropped down a little bit. Can't Dude and V8 man. Can't Dude gets a good exit out of the final corner. On the start finish straight. Is he going to make a move, Jace? They may be good friends as we head to Bonnet Cam, but there is no love lost here. They are fierce competitors out on track. The battle for the final podium position. Here we go. Is Can't Dude going to make a move? No.
Oh,
very conservative. They've both gone deep into that corner, down into turn 2. And V8 man keeping a level head at this stage as he's getting all sorts of pressure from Can't Do now. He's very, very close, but is he going to have time? And he gets it all wrong. Now we go to the camera. Look at that beautiful camera work there from our man Wilco. And this is getting very heated indeed, as Can't Do for Sodi Motorsport and V8 man for Shake and Bake Racing. The reigning champion. What pressure for him, Jace, in the closing laps?
Well, you have Can't Do on your back, as he looks like he's on one side here, but he is. So this could be a change of position as long as, he's broken early. There, man, good defensive drive. What a good battle this is for P3 here. They want their stream time. They want to be on the podium interviews. So, look how close they're coming here.
This is incredible.
Last lap, here we go.
Last lap of this race, and I tell you what, Jace, we have gone global for everyone watching at home. Nicholas Frata says, "This is great. Thank you for streaming. Greetings from Brazil." I tell you what, I told you this would have a World Cup flavour. Great to have your, I think I've got to quieten down a little bit in here anyway. Thanks for that, Nicholas.
Can't Dude's around.
Can't Dude is around. And I tell you what, this is amazing. Can't Do.
He's made. He's not going to be happy.
Yep, he wouldn't want to make any more mistakes, but don't make a cup of tea or go anywhere wherever you are, whether you're in Ballarat or Brazil, because we've got a 5-minute break, Jace, and then it's the second qualifying session and the second race as well. But lap 15 out of 15, final lap of this race here, the season opener at Long Beach. Formula One rocks, just 1.7 seconds now ahead of Rhino in P2, Jason Wilkinson.
Yeah, it's all over Red Rover, unfortunately, for Rhino here. F1 Rocks just wants to sweep through the last couple of corners, and the good thing about it is this time we had an update where it used to glitch out and we couldn't see the guy celebrating doing donuts, but this time, F1 Rocks, I'll let you take it away.
Let's bring him across the line, Jace. Thank you very much. Formula One Rocks wins the season opener at Long Beach. He took 3 wins last year, and now he's back on the winners list in Season 2. Rhino takes second, just over a second behind him. V8 man in third, getting that final podium position. HSV in fourth. Can't Dude will be disappointed. Waffles in 6, and Hekakosh a few more seconds down the road as we see him come around the final corner. He's going to take P7, and Jason, that is his best finish in this league. Before that, it was a best of P8 in Germany and Japan, if I'm not mistaken. He comes across the line, so a career best finish for him. Here comes Fubbles on the controller, working those little joysticks like crazy for Two Guns Racing, coming onto the final straight here. Across the line in P8 for Two Guns Racing. And to round out the points finishes, Righty, who'll be disappointed after his good start in P9. Across the line, so he takes 2 points. Andy, what happened to Mick? There's Mick there, he's finished in P11 anyway. Andy across the line, Mickey 33 across the line in P10. Here comes Nemo, and you can hear the chant, can't you? The cult figure from Team Kiwi Racing. We want Nemo. We want Nemo. Well, he's gone and finished 12th. There you have it. And the final results are coming up shortly on your screen. So it's Formula One Rocks making up for the disaster of the season finale last year. It's all about redemption, and he makes the perfect start to season 2 by taking victory here at Long Beach. Rhino, the new boy, in second for Mad Dog Racing. Boy, I'm loving this update, Jace. V8 man 51 coming up the field after a poor qualifying session. HSV in fourth. Can't Dude finally in fifth after battling for the final podium positions. Waffles in sixth. Hekakosh, a best finish, career best finish for him in seventh. Fubbles in eighth. Righty in ninth. Andy sneaking the last point in P10, Jace.
Yeah, so we'll get you to press X because you'll be able to go into the next screen, which should give out the points, the team's points. You can see Shake and Bake. Obviously, with their P1 and P3, but
do I need to press continue here,
Racing.
Jace, or?
Yes. Don't press it all the way, but
No.
just press it.
And
have you done it? No. You should be able to see.
I don't think I have him.
Here we go. That's what you wanted to see.
That's what we want to see. You don't want to see me, trust me. Anyway,
this is the screen that's going to be good once we get into the next couple of races. We're going to see everyone's wins, their podiums, their points, and if you hit R1, you'll be able to see the teams, as you can see there. So you can see the podiums for the team and all that stuff. So what we might do is we might set up the set up the next race, and while we do that, we might get our what do you reckon? Might get our winner in for the in for a little chat. Do you reckon?
That sounds absolutely fantastic. We can't wait to hear from our race winner, Formula One Rocks, aka Jono. Grace Vincent on the stream says, "Yeah, Dane."
That is Dano's missus. So hey, Grace, how you going?
And who says that? Yeah, that makes you slower. Anyway, enough about that. Nicholas Frata. I don't know any Brazilian. Anyway, but fantastic to have your company all the way from South America. Hopefully, your boys can do well at the World Cup and win a 6th title over there in Russia. But anyway, Shake and Bake Racing. We're going to get our race winner in to the lobby very, very shortly. Don't forget. Go off and make a cuppa, then you've got 5 minutes, and then we've got qualifying 2, the second qualifying session, and race number 2. As our race winner joins the party, and here's Jason Wilkinson to chat to him.
Jono, mate, how you going?
Good, mate.
Good to win the first race of the season for you, mate.
Yeah.
Controlled it pretty well.
Yeah, it was alright. I was struggling a bit at the end. Well, I got held up for 2 laps.
Yeah, I was seeing that. But anyway, so how was your nice little finish to your quali session? Get pole there, mate.
That's pretty good.
Well, we're riding on board, so yeah. Well, congrats, mate. We'll try and set up for the next race. So hopefully we'll talk to you again after after we're done.
Thanks, mate.
Alright, take it easy. I hope you're coming through. I don't actually know. Yeah,
hopefully,
cool.
Yep. Thank you very much, Jono. And we said that word redemption from last season, Jace. He couldn't get on for the season finale, and it must have eaten away at him the entire off-season as we see him leave the party now. But he is back and better than ever. And, well, we said it before, you'd be a brave man to bet against Formula One Rocks and the team from Shake and Bake Racing. And also good to see V8 Man up there as well, Jace.
Yes, V8 Man, good to see him come from P9, but we'll just get Rhino into the party now, have a quick little chat with him for his P2. Rhino, I hope you got your settings all sorted, mate. And, yes, congratulations on P2 in your first race in SRL.
Yeah, that was an interesting one for me. I was reeling in Formula 1 at the end there, but
Run out of laps.
it was a couple more laps, yeah. I think the start of the race hurt me a bit. Got caught up in a big old battle.
What happened there? We missed, was that righty at just next to the fountain? We sort of was looking at another thing.
I was wide with the teammate righty there and cart
okay, so three into one doesn't work.
Yeah, turn 3, I think righty said cart dude just squeezed it a bit and
okay.
affected both of the team cars, so that was interesting.
Yes, yeah, we just saw the end of that. Anyway, congratulations, mate, and we'll quickly shoot you off and let you go get ready for race 2. Good luck, mate.
Well, I tell you what, our man Rhino just tearing it to shreds. The comments also going crazy on the live stream. Don't forget to get your questions in. We'll endeavour to answer them during the course. Keep the language nice and clean there for everyone watching at home. This is a family-friendly stream. They're all getting into it at the moment. They're all dipping their bloody bread into it. But what about Rhino, Jace? Just tearing it to shreds in his first race, finishing P2. And finally, someone that likes to have a chat too, by the sound of it. So good luck to Rhino in race 2. And we're just they're just sorting out their problems. Don't scare Nicholas away over there in Brazil for all you boys on the live stream. And so HSV not happy.
Give a quick little special mention to HSV. Good job, mate. I was actually quite surprised with your. What did you get? P4? Well, I've already forgotten what he got in quali, but
it
up
could
to P2 for a
yeah, I
bit.
think up to P2, wasn't it? I think it could have been P5, I think, from memory. How quick we do forget. I can't remember what I had for breakfast. Anyway, never mind about that. But moving right along, race 1 is done and dusted here at the Long Beach Street Circuit. Boy, I tell you what, I am absolutely pumped for race 2. We hope you are at home. Let's get Kart Dude Nation trending like we usually do on the live stream comments. No sign of Mia. That's interesting. Grace, is it Grace? It's the only one that's rocked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Dane's missus.
Dane's missus likes the little
I did
Italian
invite
boys.
Dano into the party, but he he might have gone and had a quick little pit stop. So
okay.
I'll just try and sort out the last couple of guys to jump in.
And by that we mean some salami, maybe some olive oil, some antipasto cheese and all that sort of thing. That's awfully racist, but anyway, as we wait for everyone to join this lobby for race 2, I'm sure he'll see the funny side of it. I do have a very warped sense of humour. Hashtag King Rhino from Spanadan. Boy, that sounds like some small country that the US would try and conquer if they had oil. But anyway, never mind about that. We are counting down Jason Wilkinson. What are we going to see in race number 2?
Hopefully as much action as that, but hopefully a bit cleaner. So we might. I don't think. Who are we missing? They've come back. We're missing one guy. Who's Nige? I think Nige's in. So Nige, if you're there, you got about 30 seconds before we start race 2. We're running a bit behind the schedule here, but yeah, I'm just going through the messages and all the messages I'm getting. There's a few unhappy boys in that race, so hopefully, yeah, you can see there's a couple of messages coming in now. Hopefully there's a bit cleaner racing in race 2. There's going to be a lot of stewards reports, which is seconds before we go into the next race. So, yes, so
never a good thing.
Up to the guys on the stream, who do you reckon's going to get pole for race 2?
Well, while we wait for those comments to come in, I was wondering where I could get the results from race 1, and of course, Kid Buys, you idiot, it would be on the live stream if you simply rewind it a little bit. So Formula 1 Rocks there winning the race. We heard from him. Rhino as well, good performance in his debut for the SRL Project Cars 2 League. V8 man, a great performance from him after starting low down on the grid, and HSV did finish 4th in the end, Jace. Kart Dude in 5th. Boy, did those three have a real ding-dong battle while Formula 1 Rocks and Rhino got ahead at the front. Waffles in 6th, Heck Akosh, our man Heck. We love our guys in the midfield. Fubbles in 8th, Righty in 9th, and it was Andy Holden, V8 for On The Couch Racing, formerly Casting Couch Racing, but we thought we better keep it extra clean. He was taking a point
we'll say
in
that, but
P10.
I forgot to change it back.
Yeah, well, exactly. So,
apologies to those boys.
Here we go. So now, like we said at the start of the stream, Jace, we're going into the twilight. You said it's a time I like around this track, when I did my 24 hours here a couple of weeks ago. So 6 p.m. local time here at Long Beach in the beautiful state of California. Sorry for that really bad American impression, but like we said, light cloud is the weather, 81% loading. We're just going to get ready to go racing. 11 turns as the sun sets on Long Beach. Who is going to get pole position for this second qualifying session? And I don't know about you and everyone watching at home, Jace, but I'm loving these super sprint rounds already.
Yes, so I'm just getting bombarded with messages saying he hit me, you getting the stewards report. Oh, it's just chaos at the moment, so hopefully these boys can get off their phones and get back into the car. And yes, the super sprint rounds quite fun. Hopefully with this twilight little session here, it'll look good on the stream, but also it might shake up the grid again. We'll see if we have the same sort of order, if F1 Rocks can go out and get P1 again, or if yes, we'll see what's going on.
I'll tell you what, these boys need to get off their bloody phones and back in the cars, Jason, back out onto the track, because gee, those messages, everyone getting a little bit testy there. From what I can see on my Facebook messages and some other messages as well on the PSN network. But anyway, enough about that. that'll be plenty for the stewards to do later on as we take a look at Righty then. So just the 10 minutes in this qualifying session, and Jace, very important to get out, set a lap as quickly as possible.
Yeah, oh, geez, that's right. He has a nice little slide right up towards the ball there. But yeah, you got to obviously get in early. But we say that, and F1 Rocks was the last car of the line to get pole. So it's trying to just get as much clean air as you can and trying to maximise that lap. So we'll see these boys starting up now. I think this might be Nemo starting the lap. So he's got to clean here, or it's guys coming out of the pit, so he might get blocked. But he's got to try and nail this lap while he can, while the track's still nice and warm before it drops off and gets cold. But let's hope he doesn't get blocked. If he doesn't, down through turn 1, done.
Well, Nemo there having a pretty clean run through there. He's one of the boys who is not awfully happy going off my Facebook messages after race 1. But anyway, he's got to keep his head down here and stay focused, doesn't he, Jace, for race 2?
Yeah, he mentioned me saying he's pissed. That's my best known accent I can do.
Jace, just hold my beer. As we go to Nemo. We've managed to record him, Jace, and for everyone watching a live stream at home, this is Nemo after race 1. Oh, I'm pretty pissed off, eh? And just if anyone's old enough to remember the 12th man, remember the cricket CDs, the 12th man CDs from back in the day, Billy Birmingham, and the old Martin Crowe impression. Hello, Martin Crowe speaking. Well, I think, I don't know whether pissed off would be accurate enough, Jason. I think livid would be more accurate. But anyway, we're going to leave it there now as nobody has set a time. Wow, this is...
the first one.
Here we go.
7:06.
Across the line. And that's not too bad, but I've got a feeling these times are going to go down even more. Track temperatures will drop, Jace, as that sun goes down as well, so you've got to be ever careful of that. As Nemo, very, very close to the wall. All the time you need to leave it in space. As Formula 1 rocks, we've got some other times coming up on the board. Let me know if I'm talking too fast for everyone at home. As a 15.9. Can't do, Jay, setting the high watermark early in this session. That'll be a hard one to beat, but we've seen that already beaten with the mid-15s in the first session.
Beaten, it could be this guy in about 3,
2, 1.
No, bit slow there, F1 Rocks there, but yeah, I'm not sure with the track being a little bit cooler. I don't know if that's going to make the track quicker. It should, but sorry, F1 Rocks has a big slide there. Don't know if it's going to make it quicker or going from a race back into quali. Guys might be a little bit slower because the fuel load's a bit different, and the car just feels a bit different as F1 Rocks goes 7/10 up just through that first sector. So as long as they get blocked by this Mickey or compact here, we should be on for a quick lap here, which we'll be on board with, which we might jump on board and see how you take the Long Beach circuit.
I reckon as he comes on to the back straight through turn 8 east, Seaside Way, heading down the long...
1 second up.
1 second! 1 second! I had to say that like Murray Walker because that is very reminiscent of Ayrton Senna back in 1988 at Monaco. Formula 1 Rocks, he's going to get blocked! Oh my goodness! Well,
whoever that was.
And I think that might have been Mickey. Was that Mickey? Yeah, no, yes, it was in the blue car. And how's that going to affect Formula 1 Rocks' lap?
It cuts. He was a second up, so he didn't look like it cut too much time out. It didn't. What? 15.1.
15.1.
Jesus.
Fantastic. That is incredible. A 1:15.1 from Formula 1 Rocks. Almost into the 14s, Jason, as the times are tumbling here at Long Beach.
So, remember what I said about a minute ago, saying I'm not sure if the time's going to go faster. I take that back. I reckon they are. We might see our first 14, I reckon, in this session, and then money is on this man here. But let's see what HSV can do, see if he can go any faster. I wasn't looking at his slip times, so...
And here we go, HSV, what can he do? Currently on a 16 point.
Not so fine.
Ah, yes. Yes, very funny indeed. Oh, Mickey, you're not so fine. You're not so fine. You blocked Formula One rocks. Hey, Mickey. Hey. Anyway, enough about that. Oh, geez, I tell you what, how racist have I been? I've been onto the Italians, the Asians, you name it. Boy, let's hope that doesn't affect. Yeah. Anyway, anything at all. So Fubbles across the line. Fubbles working the R2 and L2 like crazy as he comes through to complete. Where's he on the thing? P9.
On the thing, on the scenes, it's P9 as V8 Man starting the lap now by the looks of it. Yes, he is. Let's hope these guys here don't get in his way.
I tell you what, half of bloody Queensland is going to be behind him as we look at V8 Man, Grace, Jason, Trevor. This, I tell you what, we've got everything crossed for you, mate, as we look at V8 Man. He'll be watching this stream later on thinking, what on earth is Kit Byers talking about? Anyway, we're cool. We met down at Elwood Park, and I tell you what, did I say we met down at Elwood Park? I tell you what, people are going to be sick of me saying that. I say that every single time I'm on the stream talking about Dane. But that is a bad mistake, Jace, for him on his hot lap.
Yeah, it might have cost him a tenth or two. We'll see what the split time is as he exits this corner here. Where is it? Okay, it's not going to show. That's oh, I could get him on a lap. That's why. So we're going in blind here. So looks like a fairly clean lap. Besides that little moment, as he almost hits the wall there. So he should hopefully be fast enough to get into the 15s, which would be top 3 at the moment. So let's see him as he finishes off this lap. Good exit there. What's he going to be?
What's it going to be? V8 Man up to P3.
So yeah, I reckon he lost a couple bit of time, but P3 is not too bad at this moment.
As he almost puts it into the wall. Well, I tell you what, I don't know. Oh, I guess we might be able to say it so V8 Man can understand it. I think grazie ragazzi. Not quite though. He's in P3. Not quite Forza V8 Man at the moment. So Formula One rock.
So we're on board with this man.
Goodness, this man. He is
more traffic.
He's got some more traffic issues. He hasn't had the rub of the green when it comes to traffic, and you can see there on the track map in the right-hand corner of your screen. Yeah, hopefully these boys can get out of the way for him. He might not need to do another lap, but 1:15.1 now. He is on fire, looking to go into the 14s, Jace.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure. I'm trying to catch who this is. He's on the brakes now. Is that? Oh, that's either Andy or Waffles, which is just blocking massively.
Goodness me.
So that's not good. Yeah, might be that.
Blocked him quicker than.
Find out who that is. No, it's Andy.
Who was it? Was it Andy who?
No, it wasn't. Sorry, I apologise. Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
Well, the sun is going down, but the action is heating up.
Well, it was. Oh, no, it wasn't. This guy. No, sorry, I'll give up. There you go. That's who it was. Latex.
So Latex.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Well, surprise, surprise, some might say. He did it in Belgium, I think. He might have even tried to take out the leader there.
Again.
Belgium, HSV.
15-8.
He is up
fire.
there. Speedy Gonzalez. Ever since, tell you what, I think he spent the last weekend with. Oh, look at that! He is off there, right? That's not.
Jono gets blocked again.
Jono getting blocked more than an Indian telemarketer ringing you up about at 6 p.m.
down, so this lap's not going to be good.
No.
Although we'll see if he. Oh, no, he's going to get blocked again up here. So. You can see how chaos the 10-minute quality sessions. We've only got 10 seconds left in it, so we might go through the order. I'd see who's out of position at the moment. Nemo still again. He might be finishing off a lap here. So he was doing 15s in the practice he was doing. So what's it going to be? No, P8. That's right. That's a better start. Just in front of his nemesis Bubbles, who doesn't jump in. So that's right. So a bit of a different grid again. We've got Rhino's down to P5 this time. Righty P6. I actually might get the standings up for us.
There we go. There are the standings. We count down to the end of qualifying. Some of them might change. I think there might be a few guys on hot laps. As Formula One rocks then, a last lap was at 1:15.2, Jace. But here we go, Righty coming across the line to complete his hot lap. He is currently in P6. Can he go any higher as he comes across the line?
He
No.
improves, but
Did
doesn't
he?
move.
No.
He did improve by a couple of tenths, but didn't move up.
He
Maybe-
improved, but didn't go up.
Hang on, I'll tell you exactly what his last lap time. Yeah, he did improve on the last lap, but he must have only done it by a couple hundredths there. But I'm trying to work out who this goes. Oh, now Nigel's joins, mate. You're a bit late.
And he's left again. Anyway, so let's take a look. I tell you what, there's going to be a tasty battle heading into turn 1 in race 2. Look at that. Formula 1 rocks yet again. He has reigned supreme. He might be on for the Grand Slam if he can get the job done in race 2. HSV going a couple of spots better. This time in the second qualifying session. So second on the grid, as you see on your screen there. Qualifying is finished. Kart Dude in P3, V8 Man in P4, and we know what he did from lower down the order in the first race. Rhino, the man who finished second in race 1 in P5, Righty in P6, unable to improve on his final run. Waffles in 7th, Nemo, my name's Nemo in P8, Andy, the man who we thought was blocking more than Matt Renshaw on his test debut a couple of months ago. Then Fubbles in P10 to round out your order.
Yes, we'll go through to the race now. Let's just have a look. So we might run through the order quickly. I'm just checking the stream. We've got 5 people watching, so we might throw it out to the guys and Grace, if you're still watching. Who do we think is going to come out on top in this little session, this little race, sorry. I'll just get everything sorted up. So, here we go.
Putting it
so
out
this
to...
man here.
There we go.
Yeah, F1 rocks. Can he go, as I said, pole, win, and win? That's what he's going to look to do to maximise his points for this first. This guy, I am pleasantly surprised with how quick HSV has been tonight. So he's looking good. This guy, he's going to be the one, I reckon. He's going to be. I look for an aggressive move up the inside, I reckon, from Kart Dude. And yes, we've got Spanner Dan edging his boy Rhino on.
Big shout out to Spanner.
A little bit of a following.
He's up.
Anyway, here we are, race time
as well. Okay, here we go. Race time. Race 2. Thanks for subscribing, Spanner Dan. Anyway, enough about that. It's almost lights out, and we are ready to go racing again. Formula 1 Rocks gets another good start. HSV, can he hold on to second place? Kart Dude breathing down his neck. They're side by side heading into turn 1. V8 Man there as well in P4. Is he going to have a look at Kart Dude? Coming into turn 1, Formula 1 Rocks in P1. The cameras everywhere, and there's contact. Contact, it looked like to be HSV, and Bubbles is up to P3. What is going on? Down the order, Bubbles up to P3. Trouble. HSV was the man who survived the carnage, as well as Formula 1 Rocks. And Nemo.
Let's run through the order quickly.
Go through it, Jace.
P2, HSV, and then the arch rivals, Bubbles and Nemo, P3 and 4. That is going to be a good little battle.
What
Contact
a
up
start.
to P6, Vietnam P8, he must have had a bit of a... who's that? It's Vietnam and Kart Dude found themselves again on track. What? Looks like Kart Dude's got him, yeah.
Kart Dude's got him in again.
Rhino down to P14.
Down to P14, Spanner will be throwing the bloody spanners out of the toolbox. He won't be happy with that. But anyway, let's recap this order. So lap 1 out of 15. There they are. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. You know the drill by now. All together. And it's Formula 1 Rocks dominating yet again. 1.3 seconds ahead of HSV in P2. Bubbles, R2 and L2 going at it. Hardballs, he's in P3. Don't we love him? Nemo in P4. Oh, he's not as pissed off now, is he? Boy, I'm going to get in trouble, aren't I?
He's not in P4, he's dropped down to P6.
He's dropped down to P7. Make that 7.
P8.
Make it P8.
Uh-oh, P9.
P9. All the time. Dane, all the time you need to live at this pace. Dane there for Shake and Bake Racing, just getting the job done on Nemo. Well, at last, it was good while it lasted. Nemo was up at the pointy end, but now he's back in more familiar territory. Latex as well, breathing down his neck.
Oh, he's just drilled. absolutely drilled and he got turned around by latex. He's going to leave, you watched it. Oh, he's going to mess on track, oh no.
And,
this is just turning out to chaos and he's just getting latex off the tap as he drove off.
So, funnily enough, he's dropped 10 places in one lap. Not even a lap, 3/4 of a lap. That's how bad it's going for our man Nemo, and somebody else is around.
Who is this? Mickey's around.
It might be Mickey the Blocker. Mickey the Blocker is around. Rhino's around as well. Spanner Dan's disconnected. He's gone off. I tell you what.
I'm just thinking of all the. I'm going to be doing shooting reports for the next fucking 3 weeks.
Oh dear.
Oh Jesus.
I should say with thanks to Shannon's. No, just kidding. Anyway, so let's have a look. Recapping now after a hectic couple of laps. It's been a hectic night of racing. Lap 3 out of 15. Formula One Rocks leads as we take a look at Hector Koch up in P6. Boy, hasn't he been impressive. He's not going to be in P6 for very long down the inside.
Oh, he's just turned in on Cartoon.
Cartoon, if you're going to turn in on me over a position, you can honestly. Anyway, everyone's favourite Tasmanian getting a little bit punchy there, Crofty. And he's not going to be happy with that, but he's going to have a chance to come back at him, Jason. I'm running out of water, and I've got an extremely dry mouth takeover.
Pressure. I've just got all the join and rejoin and left and rejoin popping up on the screen there. But yeah, I think there's a bit of a heck. I didn't really look in his mirrors there as Cartoon had to dive up the inside. The pace advantage of Cartoon, Hector probably should have let him go, but anyway, that's how it happens. So again, hopefully HSV will be looking to make sure he keeps it out of the wall this time, so he can come home with P2, and P3 is your boy Fubbles.
Ah, yes, our man Fubbles just gives you a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling when you're chatting with him on the party chat or racing with him. As we take a look at Righty there, but Spanner Dan asking the question on the live stream: is this Dodgems? Wow, tell you what, it could very well be Dodgem cars as V8 man there.
Damage is on. I reckon we might have Mickey leading the race at this stage. So
yeah, we could call the video "Survive Long Beach." You know those survival videos with the realistic damage mods on. But anyway, so tell me, Jace, you've been around here, you've pumped in plenty of laps at this circuit. What's going through HSV's mind at the moment? Does he sit back, maintain the gap, or does he just try and eke away at Formula One Rocks in first place?
Well, he's got a 3-second gap ahead and a 3-second gap behind. So if I was him at this stage, I'll be making sure I don't make any mistakes, as he just has a big wheel spin moment coming out of that corner there. Yeah, you got to make sure you don't make mistakes. You got to keep concentration. If that means you got to push and go hard, then go hard. But if you feel like you're going to not be able to push and keep the car on the track, then you've got to pull it back a bit. So it's all up to him. At the moment, he's doing a good job. So as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, he'll hopefully hold on to P2, which would be an outstanding result for him.
Not a bad haul of points.
This man here. This guy has been looking for a podium since he joined this league in Season 1, and this is his biggest chance as Righty just goes bang into the wall.
Righty is smacking into the wall.
Compact up to P4.
Compact P4. I tell you what, what's going on there? I'll tell you what, we've got another viewer on the live stream, Eye Contrast. He does some pretty good videos on YouTube. I have subbed to you, my good man. And very impressive thumbnails and very impressive videos. Good stuff. Very good stuff indeed. So big hello to Eye Contrast, who is joining us on the live stream tonight. So lap 5 out of 15. What a hectic night's racing this has been. If you want to get involved, first of all, if you're new to this league, welcome. Great to have your company on the live stream. We'll be back each and every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get involved, Supreme Racing League, all the w's.supremeracingleague.com.au to get involved. But we might have a full grid, so better luck next year. Jace, what is going on with Andy as well, who's fighting for P9 and 10 respectively?
Yes, he's fighting with his teammate there, Waffles, who again he was probably the 4th man going into tonight, but he's had a couple of little pushes and shoves, and he's now fighting for P8 and 9, so look out for him. He's not all over. It's all over for him, the championship, of course, only race 2, but He was probably, well, he won the first practice round. Sorry, Nige Guns won the first one. He won the second, and then Nige Guns again won the third. Who I think we're missing Nige Guns tonight. He would be making this race look a lot cleaner. So hopefully he gets his internet sorted next week. But enough about that. Yeah, Waffles. It's going to be a little fight of who's going to be the supreme casting couch driver, I guess.
Yes, it's.
We'll have a quick look at the gaps again at the front here.
Well, let's go back to that gap at the front, because there is a very tasty little battle there by the looks of it, Jace. 4th and 5th, very close together. Very, very close as they come across, so almost at half race distance. It's Compact and Righty. So the battle for 4th place, 4th and 5th together on your screen. Can he make a move down into turn 1? Last of the late breakers, he goes down the inside and he spins, and Righty takes a different track.
And then comes through for P4.
V8 man.
I don't know what's going on there.
Amidst all of that, comes through. That looked like to be Card Dude as well. I tell you what, it's like we're back at Paul Ricard. It's like we're back at Paul Ricard, isn't it? He's just taken a completely different track.
As Team Nordic short track challenge. We won't talk about that. But
yes.
Yeah, so man, back up to P4. So this man is the passing machine. He started, what was it, P9 in race 1, and now he started P9 or 10 in race 2 from P8. Sorry.
He's a master of avoiding the carnage, isn't he? He's qualified well down the order in race 1, well down the order in race 2. And now he's right up there amongst it in P4. A fair way off a podium finish. Fubbles still in P3. Boy, I'm looking forward to having him in the party possibly after this race if he can stay in P3. And I'm sure that'll be his best finish in his short career. Previous best of 5th and 5th, 2 5th places I should say, in Germany and the US back in season 1. As we ride on board with Formula One Rocks. Over half race distance, Formula One Rocks sitting very pretty at this stage. 5.5 seconds ahead of HSV in second. Then Fubbles in P3, so the field fairly spread out, a few seconds between them. V8 man in 4th.
Big gap between P3 and 4.
Big gap. Some close battles though.
Catch someone. It's going to be this guy here. As Rhino just moves up a lot. Moves up 2 positions up to P10, so he's coming back to the field. And he's got Latex in front of him. But I'm still happy with this guy. Compact up in P6. He's new kid on the block. He was a couple of the he was the one that caused a couple of the crashes apparently in that first race, so he's going to leave his talking to the track, and P6 at the moment is a good job for him, so
P6.
hopefully he can stay up there, but you've got Waffles right on his...
Well, he's got Waffles right up his ginger as we come through the last part of the lap, so Waffles is going to keep him honest. I don't mind Compact's work. He's looking very, very good indeed. Can he get a good exit out of this corner? Yes, he can, to try and fight off Waffles. So the sun's setting here at the beautiful Long Beach circuit here in California. I don't know why I kick into that American accent every time I talk about Long Beach in California. But Nemo, what's he doing? Team Kiwi Racing Nemo, is he up on his bonnet? Is he up on his roof like he was in round 1 last season? No. As Latex, the man who likes to get plenty of airtime, the dog whisperer. Where's he? In P10, so looking at a points finish at this stage. But Hecker might have something to say about that. Cardu dropping down again.
Another mistake.
He's he's not having a good run, Cardu.
Mistakes he's made tonight, race 1 he made 2 mistakes, and then I'm not sure what happened there. He might have got helped around by someone, but I think he was by himself, so might be a driver error there for the young Tasmanian, but as you see, he's going to be coming back to the field.
Favorite Tasmanian comeback drive, Cardu. Get the hashtag trending Cardu Nation. Through turn 8, now into turn 9, last couple of corners of this lap. And you can tell, can't you, Jace, just by the way Cardude's driving there in P7, that he's got the pace on the 2 guys ahead of him. But what can he do about it with 6 laps left to go? Race 2, round 1 of SRL.
Yes, that's the thing with Cardude. He's very quick, but just making uncharacteristic mistakes. which is obviously costing him. He could have been up in P2 or 3 race 1, and he was up in P4. I just saw someone drive around then. No, it's all good. He was up in P5, sorry, and he's dropped back down to P7. So I just realised we had our photographer Womp drop out earlier before, and there's someone else dropped out. I don't know, maybe Nige Guns. So Nige Guns is starting off on the back foot with his championship, and Womp as well. But hopefully got some good photos of the first race. He's not going to get photos of this race as you have to get in the lobby. But hang on, we've got a bit of a scrabble here going on.
And latex. So, well, I tell you what, is it Sakumi Racing? Sakumio Racing Performance. And, yeah, the Japanese marquee, they're doing all right. Team Kiwi as well. Nemo, what's he doing down in P12? Putting all sorts of pressure on Heka Kosh. And what can David Kosh do coming through this last part of the lap? Nemo, I wouldn't feel comfortable if I were you, Heka, having Nemo behind me. But anyway, lap 11 out of 15 now. Formula One rocks. Look at those lap times. 17, 17-1, 17-1.
Yeah, it looks like the track has dropped off a little bit in pace. I'll tell you what. There's a little bottleneck here. I reckon once these two can get past Compact, they will be chasing hard as they can after the 8-man war. Compact goes around, so there you go.
So that's the end of that. So Cart Dude, just one of the two combatants getting removed for him. And like the great Murray Walker would say, like a cork out of a bottle. Bang! Can Cart Dude go down the inside? No, he was going to have a cheeky look there at Waffles, but Waffles saying you're not going to get through there, sunshine. And now can he have a go? He's on the outside. Is he going to do the old switcheroo as we come onto Seaside Way? This is where he can get the job done, Jace.
He loves going up the inside here. He loves taking a wide entry into that corner and then getting a nice exit. So he didn't get as good exit there. This was his favourite move here, but let's see if he can niggle on. The thing with this track is, and these cars, if you can follow as close as you can, you're not going to get much dirty air. They don't produce much downforce, much aero wash, so you can, especially this stop-start sort of track, you can really lock onto someone's rear wing and just wait to press the overtake button and fly it up the inside, as we might see a move here.
Can't do.
No, sensible.
Compact looks to be in the pits as well, but we might stick with this battle here. Can't do, putting all sorts of pressure on Waffles. Is Waffles up to the challenge? This, I believe, Jace, is the closest battle out on the track. So 3 laps to go, winding down, the sun is going down. But what about this for a season opener? Down, prices are down. This week at Coles, don't you love that when you get YouTube ads in the middle of the night when you're trying to watch something because I'm too tight to pay the $10 to get YouTube Premium. But I digress, Jace, because lap 12 out of 15 now. Formula One Rocks looks to have this one wrapped up as Waffles there, just creating some sparks off those walls down Seaside Way. Is Cart Dude going to make a move? No. He comes through now, turns 10, 11, 12 to finish. There isn't 12 corners on this track, there's just 11. Through to finish the lap now for Sodi Motorsport. Can he get the job done with 3 laps to go? The countdown is on, and he's running out of time, Jason.
Just had confirmation as to why Compact pitted. He had run out of fuel, so bit of a rookie error there about the fuel, not filling up his fuel from quality. So even if he had not had that spin, he still would have been down there in, or he still would have had the pit. So unfortunate for him, he was running P6, so he's running a good job, a good race, but I think Waffle is just stretching the legs at the moment, by the look of it. And yeah, so the gaps are staying pretty stagnant at the top. The 8-man couldn't catch Fubbles, so he couldn't get a back-to-back podium, so it means the Fubbles at the moment, still 2 laps to go, anything can happen, as you might be right on board with HSV here, who is about this point in the race was in race 1 where he made a mistake. So looks like as we start lap 13 could be on for a P2, which would be definitely his career best in Project Cars racing.
That would be a magnificent result. He finished P4 after some dramas in race 1, and he only competed in 2 races, of course, in season 1. finishing 5th in Japan and taking home 11 points in his first season of this. But this will be by far his best finish, like you said, Jason. Career best finish for him in SRL Project Cars 2. And what a way to open up his campaign in Season 2. As we take a look at Fubbles, our man on the controller. Will this be the first podium finish for a controller user this season? And this will be no doubt Fubbles' best finish, will it? Just agree with me, Jace. It's just...
No, I think it actually would be. It would be, yeah, because Tully was the other guy, and the other thing you got a podium, so...
It would be, could be.
Yeah, it is, yeah, I'm going to say yes.
So, I tell you what,
king.
Yes, the king of the pad, hashtag pad hacks, just getting the job done now. So 75% of my stats appear to be correct so far tonight. But anyway, enough about that. So the leader on lap 15 now, the final lap of the race, V8 man. Haven't called his name much this evening. As Formula One rocks on the last
14 for me, but it's all good.
Lap of the race. Can he get the clean sweep? He got pole position in race 1. He took the win in race 1. Pole position in race 2.
A bit of surprise, a bit of celebrating.
And he's just getting a
bit of a tough race. And I bet you give us the... Oh yeah, it was pretty boring at the front there.
Yeah, like me coming home from junior footy. I got in trouble if I didn't have any mud on me. But anyway, it's had to roll around in the mud. Anyway, enough about that. As Formula One rocks coming along the back straight Seaside Way. This will complete a perfect opening round for him here at Long Beach in California. The perfect start. We spoke about redemption for what happened in Season 1. He lost the championship in that final race at Bathurst, but he's well on the way to making up for that here as he gets ready to come across the line. He won race 1. He's going to win race 2 as well and complete the perfect clean sweep for the opening round of Season 2 of SRL. The Project Cars 2 League. HSV crosses the line to take his career best finish. And did I mention this man, Fubbles, on the controller? A career best finish for him. Let's clap him home across the line for Two Guns Racing. First podium finish. And V8 man quietly crossing the line. Another good performance from him considering where he started. Now Waffles and Bits.
Cartdude got him in the last lap.
Cartdude. He's committed daylight robbery or twilight robbery there as he comes across the line to take P5. Waffles in P6. Rhino, after finishing second in race 1, takes P7. He's in the red there. I think that must mean he's got a penalty. Andy now.
Yeah, he's got a penalty, yeah.
The Boston blocker. Oh, no, he wasn't the blocker, was he? That was someone else. Anyway, he comes across the line. Latex, the German dog whisperer, in 9th.
Nemo gets P10.
Nemo gets P10. From Hecker Kosh. We mentioned those battles go all the way down the field. That's what makes this championship so exciting. As we take a look at race 2, I should say, here in round 1. Formula One rocks continuing his dominance, taking the win. HSV 7 seconds behind him in P2. Fubbles, his career best finish and first podium in P3 there. V8 man in P4. Cartdude snatching P5th by the skin of his sack. I don't know whether I can say that. Anyway, it's 9:30. We can go with that. Waffles in P6. Rhino in P7. Andy in P8. Latex in P9. And Nemo snatching the final point from Hecker in P10.
It might get you to press X, and it should go to, and then X again, sorry. So it should go to championship points straight off, and look at that, HSV up to P2. So, shows, Cartdude's not happy with the start of the season, as I'm getting messages come through now again.
While you check those messages, we might just recap. So there are the championship standings on your screen. So Formula One rocks the perfect start, 2 starts, 2 wins, 50 points, the maximum he's taking home from tonight. Then it's HSV on 30 points, the best of the rest. V8 man on 27. It's a long championship, so hang in there, boys. Rhino on 24, Cartdude 20, and boy, it's things are tight. Fubbles in 6th. Waffles in 7th. Hecker there with 6 points. Andy with 5. And I can scroll down the screen. 2 points apiece for Latex and Righty. Nemo getting the single point. And the rest, Mickey, Nige Guns, Wampert Compact, yet to get off the mark so far in Season 2. As we take a look at the constructors. Yes, go for it, Jace.
We'll get HSV in. I know he has to go to work, so I'll have a quick little chat with you, mate. Congratulations, mate. T2.
What a shock, eh?
Yeah, mate. Good job.
Not what I was expecting, no.
Now,
you're not coming through on the stream, mate. You just quickly go on your party theme and quickly just allow your voice to be shared.
we can, and while you do that...
This is always allow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, not sure why you're not coming across there, Dino, but we can translate for everyone watching at home. I'm very happy with my performance.
You're good, sorry.
Oh, he's going, yes, I didn't have to do that. Carry on.
What I did is I turned the volume down on my thing, so you're all good, mate, you're all good. So, yeah, yes, explain your race. You sort of couldn't catch F1 Rocks by the looks of it, so you just took it easy and didn't make mistakes and got P2.
Yeah, I had a small collision on turn 1 with V8 man. Don't know what happened there. It spun him out. But,
was that what happened?
Yeah, I was taking the line out of turn 1, and he was on the outside, and we sort of clashed, and he hit the wall and spun.
Yeah, okay.
There's our race winner.
So we've got our race winner in the party now. Jono, you took the chocolates in race number 1, and you've completed the clean sweep, mate. You've taken the points now, and you've made the perfect start to season 2. Tell us about that. It looked quite easy at the front.
Yeah, it's good. I didn't expect it, to be honest. Didn't really do much practice.
You have a chatterbox of F1 Rocks there. Bit of a boring race at the front, mate, as usual.
Yeah, that's good. Good race. Good race. Good start.
I tell you what, you mentioned about you hadn't done much practice there, Jono, but I reckon you've done enough because you've had the field pretty much covered. It was a case of best of the rest for the other boys. Very similar. He's like our Kimi Räikkönen, isn't he, Jace? It just doesn't need to say too much. A bit like Kimi's, I went out and won the race. And yeah. Anyway, that's a really bad Kimi impression. But Jono, fantastic. You must be happy with that after the disappointment of Bathurst. I guess you might say that, you've been vindicated and you've made the perfect start, mate. Looking forward to round 2.
Yeah, mate, definitely am. It's good to get back into racing.
Yep, no doubt about that. So thank you very much there, Jono, for joining us. Jace, what are we going with?
Get off to work and F1 Rocks. Good luck, mate.
At least I'm going down.
Yeah, that's it, mate. And we'll get our third place man Fubbles in. So thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Dean. Did he say he was high when he's going to work? Or on a high?
No, I'm going to work on a high.
Okay, no worries about that. Good luck with that. Big thanks. Yeah. I can just see him there with a craving for the munchies in the corner with the white choc mud cake and the chocolate mud cake. Anyway, Formula 1 Rocks leaving the party.
Congratulate Fubbles for me. I'll catch you later.
Yep, no worries. Ciao. Goodbye, Dean, as Dean leaves the party there as well. And I'm excited. Au revoir. Konnichiwa, whatever part of the world you're from. We've had people logging in from Brazil. They don't just watch soccer over there. They like a bit of Project Cars too as well. And how exciting is this, Jace? How exciting. What about the action there? We always get it on a street circuit. But I tell you what, I am very pumped heading into Willow Springs Raceway next week for another Super Sprint round after what we saw tonight. Yes,
bit of a different track, Willow Springs, a lot more open. We're all getting messages at the moment. There's a lot of debrief going on as we speak. So I have invited Fubbles in, so we'll see if he jumps on. But yeah, Willow Springs is a lot more open, so it's hopefully not going to be as much carnage on track. But we'll give Fubbles another minute to get in. If not, we might wrap this up. We've run a little bit late.
Yes, we might. We might just wait for Fubs there. But what a start of the season! I don't think I went through the Constructors' Championship points, Jace. If you can see them there on your screen, or I can go through them, either one.
Yes, I've left, so it's up to you. You can do that
yep.
stuff.
Okay, I'm the man. I'm wearing the shoes in this department. Okay, Shake and Bake Racing there. As, here he is, our man. Enough about that.
Ooh, Fubbles. P3, mate. Congrats. Oh, he's fixing the mic up.
I can tell.
He's,
I can tell.
celebrated with the team.
There he is. It's
Evening.
How you going, mate? Congratulations on your P3.
Thanks.
That's, okay. You wanna give us a little bit more? Like, what are you feeling at the moment, mate?
Well, it's funny because I've pretty much had my two. No, sorry, let me start again. I've had my worst and my best finish in the same round. I don't think many people have ever said that.
Well, not many have super sprint rounds, but yes. So what'd you think? Where'd you qualify in that race to? I sort of forgot.
10th.
10th, and you got the P3. Jeez. Well done, mate. Then what happened? Just open up for you? A couple guys crashed.
No, I just looked at the replay. I went on the inside and I just found that Rhino Jones bumped into Katu, who then bumped into Righty, and I was right next to Righty.
Yeah, okay.
So I thought that maybe I caused the crash, but I actually don't think it was me. I think I was just squeezed into the wall and somehow stayed to the inside and managed to get to further, and it was never contested.
We'll get to the bottom of the stewards' interviews and
we're going to have
how long it's going to take.
We're going to have plenty to do, aren't we, Jace? Or you might have plenty to do. During the course of the week.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me, so...
It's like deck chairs on the Titanic, but anyway. So, Fubs, congratulations, mate. Fantastic performance. I think before this result tonight, your best finish was P5, I think, on 2 occasions last year.
P4 at Bathurst, yeah.
P4 at Bathurst. Thanks, Cartoon, yet again, for not updating that final result. But anyway, mate, congratulations and all the best for Willow Springs and the team next week.
Thank you very much.
Well,
see you, mate.
Goodbye, ciao, au revoir, whatever you want to call it. We might be over and out here soon, Jace, unless we have...
Yep, we'll wrap her up, that's it.
Yep,
no
we might wrap up there. So, first of all, thanks very much for joining us here. The opening round of the Season 2, I should say, of the Project Cars 2 SRL League. If you want to get involved, like I mentioned earlier on in the stream, allthews.supremeracingleague.com. We've got a full field, plenty of action. We will be live streaming every Thursday night from 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, so tune in for that. 1 round down, 9 rounds to go. Willow Springs next week for the second Super Sprint round of the season. Big thank you to my co-commentator Jason Wilkinson. Jace, thank you again, and looking forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, thank you for helping with I was helping you with the commentary. Yes, hopefully next week will be a little bit cleaner. Won't be as much bit of argy-bargy, but yes, we'll sort all that stuff out, and hopefully we're all fresh and clean and everyone's back for race 2, technically round 2 next week. Yes, thank you for joining. I'll let you
Thank you, Jace. Thank you very much for that. All right, Louis, we are almost done here, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 of Season 2 is done and dusted. Be kind to one another, and we'll see you next week, 8 p.m. sharp, for Round 2 of SRL. Bye for now.